What's up, YouTube? I'm Josh, and this is another episode of Beard Meets Flavor. Today, we're going to show you how to make Carne Guisada, aka Carne Guisada, aka Mexican beef stew. Stick around, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I've got a nice chuck roast, somewhere in the ballpark of 5 pounds. So first thing we're going to do is we're just going to kind of cube up this meat, and obviously you want, the old adage, fat is flavor. So you want to leave, some of the fat on there. But big chunks like this, that's not really going to render down. You want to go ahead and cut some of that stuff out. I should have got a bowl for this, but we'll go ahead and get this big chunk of fat off there, and we'll just kind of go through, cut these into pieces. You can cut them as big or as small as you want, totally up to you. Obviously the difference is going to be cook time. Bigger pieces of meat, it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. You guys know me, I like the bigger chunks, so I'm kind of going, I don't know, maybe a, what's that, like 1.5 by 1.5 inch kind of block. And so it'll take a little bit longer to cook, but you'll have that big, nice chunk of meat, so good flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and cube this stuff up. We'll show you the finished product. We're gonna go ahead and then sear the meat, and I'll show you all that stuff. So we'll be right back once we get this cubed up. All right, so we got the meat cubed up, as you can see. Some nice fat chunks of beef. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna brown them. So I got the cast iron at a higher heat. I'm gonna take, you can hear that singing. So you're probably gonna have to do this in batches. You don't wanna overcrowd it, or you're not gonna get that good sear on the meat. And that sear is gonna add real nice flavor, a little texture. Going to be beautiful. So we're going to let these guys rock and roll. So that's kind of, you want to show, just that's kind of about where I would go, so they've got enough room to kind of, if you put too much in there, they steam and you don't get that good crust. So we'll let these rock and roll for a bit, probably 1.5 minutes on each side. And you could go wild and get every single side, but I'm just going to do 2 sides because, I'm lazy. So we'll be back. Okay, so we went ahead and flipped them. Word of caution, you are going to get some splatter, so just be ready to deal with a little bit of splatter, but I guarantee you it's worth it. Look at this nice color. That's what we're looking for, that Maillard reaction. All right? Use longer tongues, not these little guys, because you will get the, spackle all over your arm, a little hot. So we'll do this with the rest of the schmeat, then we'll come back. All right, so we've got the second batch of beef doing its thing. Highly recommend you guys cook this on a wood surface, because not only is beef tallow delicious, but really conditions your wood furniture nicely. So, little pro tip. So we're gonna cut some veggies. We just did this the other day. I forgot to do something. She's looking at me. There's a bowl in front of the shit. That's what she's trying to tell me secretly, so you guys don't know. If you guys are going to start a YouTube channel, I recommend you do it with your wife, because obviously, as you can see, we have a way of communicating without words at all. And, and then just make sure that if you're doing your YouTube videos, you have an 8-month-old off to the side, throwing everything he can get his hands on all over the place, willy-nilly. See what I mean? Right on cue, as if it was planned. All right, so I'm gonna dice up the Take it easy over there. The peppers, I got a red bell pepper, I got a green bell pepper, I got an onion. We're going to chop all that stuff up, get a nice little bowl of veg. I also got some pasilla peppers. Not really hot, just, you know, good flavor, earthy flavor. That's what we're kind of going for. So, you guys have seen me chop shit 100 times, and I'm not even the best at it, so we'll come back to chopped veg, and we'll start working our way through this bad boy. Okay, pro tip number 2. I forgot what pro tip number 1 was. Oh, conditioning your furniture with beef tallow. Pro tip number 2, much like bacon, this is a dish you want to do fully clothed. Don't try and do this dish naked, you will regret it. That's all I have for you. We'll come back to some chopped veg like I promised. I'll make you watch it. Here we go. So I got our veg. I'm going to throw it in the pot with all the... Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. That's it. Super simple. Get our stirring device. And we're going to let those sweat down a little bit because we want it to remove the fond from the bottom like we talk about all the time. Get that ooh. Ooh. That smells delicious. Okay, so we got our browned off meat here, right? So here we go. So we're going to take flour because we want to build a thicker gravy, right? So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of flour. Well, this is, you need a thing for your hand because that Dutch oven, boy, it's hot. Okay, so this is sweating off nicely. It's pulling all the fond off the bottom. I mean, this is a real cooking show, guys. We're using big words, technical stuff. I mean, you know, yeah, we may not have the production value of, say, a Sam the Cooking Guy or something like that.
Oh my
and
God.
we're far messier, but it's fun, you know? It's fun. Okay, all right. So that's rocking. We're good. Now, we're gonna mix up all the schmeat here with the flour. So when we cook this in there, the flour on the meat is obviously, it's gonna thicken the gravy. You can do this a few different ways. You can add, kids learning how to do that cup song thing. That's what you're hearing. So you can add the flour in here and build a roux that way. Or you can add it to the meat here and throw it in, whatever you want. Like I said in the last video, you know, there's no real rules in life. You do what you want to do, how you want to do it. You love the way you want to love. You eat the way you want to eat. Make sure you get a very small guard dog to protect you from, you know, like leaves and shit outside. Okay, then we're dumping the schmeat in. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And then we got that juice in there. Okay. Oh, he's getting pissed. He's working on it. Okay. He's getting mad. All right, so we're just gonna stir this around a little bit, incorporate the veggies. And now, also, you guys can do this in a crock pot, right? So you can brown your meat. You know, if you want to get up super early, you can brown your meat, throw it in a crock pot, put it on low for 8 hours, come home to some delicious carne guisada if you want. Or I just like to do stuff like this as opposed to the crock pot because I feel like I'm doing it, you know? I feel like I'm a real cooking person. But, all right, got that. All right, so we got some beef stock. right? We're gonna.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Uh-oh.
All right, so the wheels kind of came off on the second half of that last bit, but you know, I think that's kind of like why we do things the way we do things. Kind of want to show you guys that, yeah, you know, life is chaos. If you've got kids, you've got dogs, you've got work, you've got all the things, you know, and it's hard sometimes to put together a cool meal that your family enjoy, kind of bring everybody together. But, you know, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So we've got all of our veg, our meat, about 5 cups of beef stock. We threw in a beef bouillon cube. We threw in about 2 teaspoons of oregano. I forgot to add the garlic, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic in there. We got some paprika, so we're probably going to do the same thing, about 2 teaspoons of paprika, and maybe a little more, but you know, whatever. We're going to add some cumin, because everybody loves cumin. Same thing, about 2 teaspoons. Chipotle chili powder, same thing, about 2 teaspoons. Salt, maybe a tablespoon, and then just sit here and grind pepper for a couple of days, and it really works out to forearms though. You get that good pump, you know. Okay, so I'm going to stir this in, and that's really it. You can kind of see, if you look, you know, the liquid is already kind of thickened up a little bit. Obviously, as it cooks more, the liquid's going to cook down. It's going to get thicker, and however you want it. If you want it super thick, cook it down more. You want it less thick, add stock. Whatever you guys want to do. Traditionally, I don't think carne guisada has this much veg, but you know, I like that little extra flavor in there. So we're gonna let this cook, I don't know, probably about 90 minutes. We'll see where we're at with it. And then we'll kind of show you how to serve it. My favorite way to eat this is a buttered tortilla, throw the meat in there and go to town. My wife likes it over a bed of rice. I make a killer cilantro lime rice, so I may work that into this video for you guys, but we'll see. Stick around. If you guys have stuck through the shit show this far, like, subscribe. We love you guys. Thanks for the support. We'll come back in about 90 minutes, show you what we got. All right, YouTube, we've been doing this cooking thing for hours, and we've got something that looks pretty fucking amazing. But I'm going to show you one other thing. So we threw 2 cups of rice into a rice cooker, because that's the best way to cook rice. So look what we've got. Got some rice. We threw 2 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of oil, a little bit of salt. No big deal. And now, yes, we're going to add some butter. Correct, son. So about 2 tablespoons. Pop that in. 2 tablespoons of butter. Got some lime. And then we added the lime juice into the cooking as well. So there's going to be more in there. And then we're going to take some cilantro. Yeah. Cash likes it. Okay. All right, so we got some cilantro. I'm going to get that chopped up pretty good. And you could, I know there's some people out there, apparently my wife included, that don't like cilantro. I absolutely love cilantro. It's so fresh and vibrant. And I know some people don't like it, but we're going to do this. Here, we got some cilantro. Yeah, okay. So now we're just going to stir rice.
2 tablespoons butter, some cilantro, some lime juice rather. And let me tell you, you guys are missing out right now because if you could smell this rice, it smells rich and fresh and vibrant. You can smell the lime, you can smell the cilantro. Okay, so that's it. So we got cilantro lime rice. That would put, again, Chipotle on their knees. And we're done, okay? So, let's get this bad boy. Show you what we're working with. Okay, here we go.
Carne guisada. Right? Mexican beef stew. It's been cooking. It's been doing the damn thing for almost 3 hours. We've been cooking. Okay? So you want the meat to be tender, but you don't want it to be like mushy. You want it to still have a little character. But here we are. Okay? So that's the look. So we're gonna shoot a little bit of B-roll. We'll come back, build a couple of dishes, show you what's up, change your life. Love you guys. All right, YouTube. So we're here. We're at the end. We've got some delicious cilantro lime rice. So we took 2 cups of rice, we put it in a rice cooker, a little bit of lime juice, salt, pepper, oil, finished it off with some butter and some cilantro. It's clean, it's fresh, it's rich, it's delicious. It's very, very easy and easily better than what you would get from, you know, say Chipotle. All right, so we kind of have 2 things here. So the way my wife likes it, the carne guisada served over the cilantro lime rice. And then we have the carne guisada served on a couple of flour tortillas that have been heated up over some flame with a little bit of avocado and queso fresco. Ultimately, in the end, we've been kind of tasting the carne guisada as we go. And the flavor is just like deep, rich, and it continues to build as you cook it. So overall, we cooked it for about 3 hours. So let's see, in the end, what we're working with. Where should we start? Left, right, left, right?
Either one.
Give me a look. Right, okay. Here we go. It's time for the beer to meet the flavor. Right? Okay. So got that meat. Look at the meat just falls apart. The rice, the avocado. I'm gonna get a little avocado. Queso fresco. Look, I've cooked a lot of things on this channel, and there is something about this that just brings it to the next level. As the meat and the gravy cooks down, the flavor deepens and richens, and it's so flavorful. You can taste the cumin, the salt, the oregano, the paprika, the chili powder. You can taste the beef. And then you add in like the cilantro lime rice that is like fresh and delicious, and that nice fattiness of the avocado. This on like a winter day.
I think you should eat the tacos now.
Yeah, well, we're working on it. This on a winter day would be a killer. Absolutely amazing. Video over. But let's do the second go round. So we got some nice fresh flour tortillas. Filled it with carne guisada, some queso fresco, and some avocado, and that's it. Just gonna pull it tight. Give it a little tug. Ready? I don't know why I'm not eating this every day. It's rich, it's deep, it's amazing. It's literally the best thing that I've made easy on the channel. So, it was a labor of love. There was some pain, there was some joy, there was some everything in building this dish. And you know what? It was worth every absolute second. So, you guys, thank you. We love you. Thank you for all support. Make some carne guisada at your house. Let us know how you did. We're going to tuck in and devour this thing. So, we'll see you guys on the next one. Love you guys.